Ultra Music Festival is coming very soon. It'll be my third Ultra in a row, and besides my birthday, it's my number one thing to look forward to in the month of March. This video is intended for those who are planning to or are interested in attending Ultra Music Festival, and my tips on how to make your experience fun and stress-free. If you've never been to a festival before, check out my previous video, the EDM Festival Survival Guide, for your basic festival essentials and tips. This is the dailykandi Ultra Music Festival Survival Guide. Here are some things to consider before going to Ultra. Plan ahead. Planning ahead will reduce your stress immensely. When I mean planning ahead, I am talking about buying your festival ticket, hotel reservations, plane tickets, or car rentals. This year's Ultra early bird tickets went live last May, and of course I was at my laptop ready to be one of the first to buy my ticket. General admission tickets sold out last month, so it's important to plan ahead. Same goes for your hotel, apartment, plane, or car rental reservations. The longer you wait, the more expensive and the more sparse your options will be. The apartment I booked for this year, I booked 2 days after coming home from last year's Ultra. Try to book a place now and you'll be spending close to $400 a night. Squad up. This should be an obvious one. The more people you can get to come with you to Ultra, the cheaper your expenses will be. You'll also get to share some great experiences and make great memories with people you love. Check out my Nova Vlogs series when my squad and I took our trip to Ultra last year. This year I'm going by myself, which stinks, but I'm going to have a good time regardless. Road trip. For the same reasons I mentioned about squatting up, I recommend road tripping down to Ultra. The past 2 years, we've taken the drive from New York down to Miami. It's almost a 24-hour trip, however we split the drive between 3 different drivers. You can use your own car if you like, but I'd prefer taking a rental. With a squad of 6 you can comfortably ride in a minivan, and the cost of the rental, gas, and tolls will be cheaper when split among 6 people. Cruise control is clutch, unless you like keeping your foot on the gas for hours on end. Obviously road tripping wouldn't be the best if you live on the West Coast, but if you have enough travel days and people willing to take the drive, I'd say go for it. Stay near downtown Miami. I made this mistake during my first Ultra in booking a hotel 15 miles away from Bayfront Park. We had to take Ubers every day, and at the end of the night we'd have to wait up to 2 hours to get a ride back home because of all the traffic in downtown Miami. If you're looking to Uber after leaving Ultra, expect price surges that are 5 times the normal rate. We would often get back to our hotel by 3 a.m. and still having to look for food. Though I haven't experienced it, I wouldn't recommend finding a place in Miami Beach for the same reason. As long as you're within walking distance of Bayfront or close to the free Metro Mover rail system, you'll be good to go. The apartment that I'm staying at is less than 2 miles away, and it's only about a 15 to 20 minute walk to the Bayfront. I remember walking back to the apartment last year and opening the door thinking, damn, we'd still be waiting for our Uber if we stayed at last year's hotel. Go to the mall. Right next to Bayfront Park is the Bayside Marketplace, which is an open air mall with an awesome food court and plenty of shops. If you don't want to spend money on food inside Ultra, definitely stop there for food and a bathroom break before heading in line. Because it is so close to Ultra, Bayside Marketplace is always filled with ravers, and even the stores have DJs or play EDM on the speakers during Ultra weekend. So you'll feel right at home while getting a taste of the Miami lifestyle. So that's all my tips before Ultra. Here's my tips for when you're inside. Buy your merch on day one. Day 1 is the shortest of the 3 days of Ultra, with gates usually opening at 4 p.m. Because of this, if you buy merch on day 1, you'll be carrying it around for less amount of time compared to day 2 or 3. You'll also avoid items selling out, and if you buy clothing, you can always wear it the next day if you'd like. Everyone likes to head to Oasis, which is the air-conditioned merch building, which can get crowded, but there's also a merch stand outside as well, and it's usually not as crowded. Check out every stage at least once. Something I like to do when I enter a festival for the first time is to check out every stage. I feel like some people who attend Ultra ignore stages like Resistance or 7-Up stage, but really these stages are really awesome. 7-Up stage is an intimate experience where you are within feet of the DJ. Seriously, one of my most favorite sets from last year was on the 7-Up stage. And Resistance is just amazing. It feels like you've traveled back in time listening to just raw house music. Unfortunately, it's the stage where I spend the least amount of time, but I hope to change that this year. Know your porta potties. Check your festival map and know where the bathrooms are. Bayfront offers 2 indoor bathrooms and 2 areas for porta potties near main stage and megastructure. Main stage is typically the most used, however, often you'll find people lined up next to the closest porta. If you walk past those, you'll find less lines or even vacant porta potties. So always check other porta potties before heading for the line. Know your exits. Ultra has 5 exits, but for the most part, everyone exits out of one of them, usually the one adjacent to main stage. If you simply walk left or right from that exit, you'll find alternative exits that aren't as crowded, and you can high-five the other people that were smart enough to figure out the same thing. Check the festival map and make sure the exit you're taking is headed the way you need to get back home. Now that you're out, here's a couple more tips. If you have to take an Uber, be prepared to wait. Like I said prior, due to traffic downtown and hundreds of other people looking for rides, you can expect to pay a lot of money trying to get out of downtown. Surges can last over an hour. You can walk until you get to an area where there is less traffic or the surge costs less, but you'll still be paying a lot, and I guarantee you'll be walking for a while. The first year I went, we got lucky and got a deal with our Uber driver, who gave us a flat rate in cash for the last 2 days we needed a ride to and from Ultra. We just needed to text him when we needed the ride and he'd be there. Granted, we still had to wait an insane amount of time, but we still managed to save money. Like I said before, try your best to find a place to stay in downtown to avoid this kind of headache. Know where to eat. Downtown Miami has a lot of spots that are open late. Use Yelp to find places that are open late or open 24 hours. I prefer looking for places that deliver, that way I can order while leaving the festival, get back to the apartment, take a shower, and the food's ready. If you're staying outside of downtown Miami, McDonald's is going to be your best friend. Stay in a group while heading back. This is common sense. If you're going to Ultra alone, try to stay with a group of people while going back to where you need to go. I only say this because of the incident last year where a 22-year-old from Brazil was raped by a Metro Mover supervisor. You never know who's out there willing to take advantage of you, so stay safe and travel in groups. Okay, so the festival is over. Now what do we do? Stay an extra day. Most people tend to leave the day after Ultra. If you and your squad can afford to stay an extra day, do it. You'll avoid crowds and traffic on the streets and at the airport. My squad and I like to make Monday our cooldown day, and we usually head to South Beach to relax. What you do is up to you. South Beach. Seriously though, do it. There's great places to eat, although we always end up eating at Puerto Sagua, since it's right next to the parking garage that we like to park at. Their mango smoothies are the best. And if you've never been to South Beach, and if you are from a place that doesn't have a lot of beaches, do yourself a favor and go to South Beach. Those are my tips for surviving Ultra Music Festival. If you have any tips you'd like to share, put them in the comments below. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Ultra is seriously such a blast and something I look forward to every year, and I hope to see you there. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a like. I'll be doing more survival guides for other festivals that I attend, such as Electric Zoo and Moonrise. Look forward to those when we get closer to those dates. As always, if you'd like to support the channel, you can use the promo code dailykandi at iHeartRaves, Amazing Lights, Glow Effects, and Anki Apparel for a percentage off your purchase. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.